LenoxOnBaseball. And for the final two words of our pregame ceremony presented by Webster Pop, welcome youngsters from the Oxford Lassie League. Let's hear it, kids!
Well, rookie Tyler Phillips helped the Phillies avoid being swept in Pittsburgh. Rookie James Wood went yard in helping lead the Nationals to a complete series sweep over the Reds. The Dodgers hit six home runs in finishing off their series sweep in L.A. against the Red Sox. Yordan Alvarez, single, double, triple home run. We call that hitting for the cycle. And Seth Lugo went the distance for Kansas City. Steve Lennox, Lennox on Baseball live stream podcast, recapping day number 116 of the Major League Baseball regular season. First up, we open with That's Baseball. Jim Leyland, Todd Helton, Adrian Beltre, Joe Mauer, all inducted in the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, New York on Sunday. Nobody does it better than Cooperstown. What a great weekend for baseball. Listen if you can to Jim Leyland's speech. Listen if you can to listen to all of the speeches. But Jim Leyland and Adrian Beltre, their speeches, I watched those live on the MLB Network. Listen to Helton and Mauer later in the night on Sunday. Tip of the cap to Adrian Beltre. Love that he took time to speak Spanish during his speech. Love that. Beltre does possess a wonderful grasp of the English language, not his first language. We know that. He's from the Dominican Republic, but great that he could speak to Latin Americans, to Spanish-speaking people, to young kids as well. That was just terrific. He was able to get his message out, a message with a lot of thanks along the way. But he was able to speak in Spanish to friends, family, and fellow Latin Americans, and just terrific to see. One of the best. If you've never been to Cooperstown, always great time to say get to Cooperstown at some point. I've been many times, including spring of 2023. And my suggestion is always, I need to get to a Hall of Fame weekend at some point. I don't know when that's going to be. It's probably not even going to be in 2025. I'm not eyeing a certain player being inducted into the Hall of Fame. I just want to go one year and take it all in. Maybe I got to get more funds to do that. But if you've never been, I highly recommend going in the fall or even in the winter months or even early spring. You could spend a week in Cooperstown and still need another week to see everything that the Hall of Fame and the Cooperstown Village has to offer. And that's baseball. Again, recapping day number 116 of the Major League Baseball regular season. Mariners able to avoid a series sweep. That was a theme on Sunday. Avoid being swept. Mariners able to do that. Took the finale against the red-hot Astros Sunday. 6-4 the final. Luke Raley, 3-run home run in the sixth inning. That made it 6-2. Win snapping the Mariners' 5-game losing streak. Two teams again tied for first place atop the AL Western Division standings. Yordan Alvarez, solo home run in the fourth inning. RBI triple in the sixth inning. Also had a single and a double. His first career cycle at the big league level. 10th in Astros franchise history. Does come in a loss. Mariners outfielder Julio Rodriguez did leave the game in the sixth inning on that triple by Alvarez. Appeared to injure his right ankle. Astros Mariners again tied for first place in the AL Western Division as we're rapidly approaching August 1. Phillies, Pirates wrapped up in Pittsburgh at PNC Park Sunday. Phillies able to avoid the series sweep. 6-0 shutout win in the finale. Tyler Phillips combining with 3 Philadelphia relievers on the shutout win. Phillips, his second career big league victory. Phillips went the first 6, gave up 4 hits, walked only 1. Nick Castellanos had a double and a solo home run in the 9th inning. Pirates shut out for the 7th time this season. Had their 6-game win streak come to an end. Phillies manager Rob Thompson quoted after win saying it was big. We needed to get back on the winning side. Rays dropping the opener in the Bronx on Friday, won Saturday, came back and won again on Sunday 6-4. Richie Palacios led off the game with a home run against starter and losing pitcher Marcus Stroman. Randy Arozarena, Jose Siri, Jose Caballero all homering for the Rays. Rays 4 home runs in back-to-back games in that series, and back to a game over 500 as well. Yankees 5-10 in July, 7 wins, 15 losses now over their last 22, and it goes beyond those 22 games. Aaron Judge, 3-run home run in the 7th inning, 35th on the year. Juan Soto, 3 hits, knocked in a run with a double in the 9th inning. 2 AL East clubs do wrap up their series Monday. Season series even 6-6. Rays and Yankees are not going to meet again after their series finale on Monday. Aaron Boone, tossed, ejected in the 7th inning. Wasn't around for the end. His 5th ejection of the season. Jonah Heim, 3-run home run, bottom of the 4th inning, turned out to be enough. Rangers able to hold on and beat the Orioles by a score of 3-2. Andrew Heaney giving up only 2 runs in his 2 hits in his 5 scoreless innings. Heaney, 4th win on the season, now 4-10. Anthony Santander, 2-run home run in the 8th inning, that off David Robertson. That got the Orioles to within a run. That's as close as they would get. 3rd home run of the series for Santander, is 27th on the season. Kirby Yates struck out 2, 1-2-3, 9th inning for Yates, and he is now a perfect 17 for 17 in save opportunities. The Rangers avoiding being swept in the series finale. Orioles winning 5 of the 7 regular season meetings against the Rangers. Dodgers, 6 home runs. 5 against Cutter Crawford. All 5 against Crawford, the starter and losing pitcher for the Red Sox Sunday night. Solo shots, Kenley Jansen also gave up a big 2-run home run to Jason Hayward in the 8th inning. That proved to be big. Dodgers win 9-6, complete the series sweep. Again, Crawford giving up 5 solo home runs. Freddie Freeman homered in the 1st, 2nd of the series. Teoscar Hernandez, a home run in the 3rd. Gavin Lux knocked in a run with a double in the 1st inning. That made it 2-1. Dodgers never trailed again. Lux also hit a solo shot off Crawford in the 4th inning. Austin Barnes, Shohei Ohtani, both homering in the 5th. Get a look at Ohtani's blast. Went really far into the seats at Dodger Stadium. Now, Hayward's 2-out, 2-run home run off Kenley Jansen in the 8th inning needed, because at that point, with Jansen taking the mound in the bottom of the 8th inning, and you're wondering, Jansen pitching back-to-back games, and he's also entering the game in a non-save situation. More on that in a moment. But he gave up a run. Then Hayward hit a 2-run home run. That made it 9-3. Red Sox got 3 runs against the Dodger bullpen in the top of the 9th inning to make it a 9-6 ball game. That's as close as they would get, though. But if Jansen doesn't give up the 2-run home run, it's a different story in that top of the 9th inning. Now, announced after the game, Kenley Jansen is not going to make the trip with the team to Colorado. He's had issues with his heart in previous trips to Colorado over the last handful of years, and he's not going to be available now for the Red Sox over the next 3 games at Coors Field. And the Red Sox, he's not being placed on the injured list, so he is not going to be available, and they're not able to replace him on the roster as well. Now, in that 9th inning, Daniel Hudson entered in a mess. Got the final 2 outs to end the ball game. Jarren Duran, 2-run home run in the 1st inning. Red Sox had a 2-0 lead against James Paxton and the Dodgers 3 pitches into the game. Duran had a great series. Paxton did end up with the win, his 8th on the year. Duran also had a 2-run double in the Sox 3-run 9th inning. Paul Goldschmidt, Alec Burleson, Lars Nootbaar, Wilson Contreras, Goldschmidt, Burleson, Nootbaar, Contreras, 4 solo home runs. Cardinals in Atlanta beat the Braves 6-4 on Sunday. Cardinals take 2 of 3 in the series against Atlanta. Miles Mikolas now 8-8 with the victory. Card starter, gave up 2 earned runs over 6 innings of work. Mikolas walked just 1, gave up a solo home run to Jarrett Kelenic, that in the 3rd inning. Goldschmidt, number 7, in the lineup for the first time since 2012. Cardinals taking 4 of the 6 meetings with the Braves. First time the Cardinals have won a season series against Atlanta since 2017, so it's been a while. And more bad news for the Atlanta Braves. Ozzie Albies expected to miss up to 8 weeks with a left wrist fracture. Padres' Kyle Higashioka knocked in 2 runs with a double in the 2nd inning. That proved to be enough for Michael King and the Padres bullpen. Padres in Cleveland win 2-1 against the Guardians on Sunday, and with that, they take the series 2-1. King picked up the win, now 8-6 on the year. He held the Guardians hitless over the first 6. Angel Martinez led off the 7th inning with a base hit, a single against King. And King's line impressive. 7 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, a walk, 6 strikeouts. Robert Suarez got the final out in the 8th inning, then he retired the Guardians 1-2-3 in the 9th inning. Suarez the save, 23rd on the season. Guardians 1 hit and losing 7-0 on Saturday managing just 2 hits in the Padres bullpen in the 2-1 loss in Sunday's finale. Cubs' Nico Horner, double in the 9th inning, ended up scoring the tying run in the 9th, then walked to bring in the winning run in the bottom of the 10th inning. Cubs against the Diamondbacks on Sunday, winning 2-1. Afternoon baseball at Wrigley Field. Cubs win the finale after dropping the first 2 to Arizona in that series. Shota Imanaga established a new career high with 10 strikeouts. He gave up 2 hits over 7 innings. Cubs had 4 hits. Diamondbacks had just 2 hits, and they also struck out 15 times. Brandon Pfaadt, strong outing, 7 Ks for Pfaadt, and he allowed just 1 hit over 7 scoreless. Took a no decision for the Diamondbacks in that one. Ernie Clement breaking a 4-4 tie, RBI single in the home 6th inning. Blue Jays able to hold on, beat the Tigers 5-4 in the series finale. George Springer solo home run in the first, 2-run shot in the third for Toronto. Springer 3 extra base hits, 3 runs scored, 3 RBIs. Justin Henry Malloy 2-out grand slam in the 5th inning for the Tigers. 58th time in Springer's career where he's led off a game with a home run. Tigers did place Reese Olson on the injured list over the weekend with a strain in his right shoulder. Seth Lugo going all the way. His first career complete game in the big leagues. Royals completed their series sweep against the White Sox Sunday, 4-1. The final. Lugo retired 14 hitters in a row at one point. Now 12-4 with the victory. Gave up a run on 3 hits, walked no one, and struck out 6. He was terrific. White Sox on the board in the first inning. Tommy Pham, RBI base hit. And actually, that was in the 6th inning. White Sox on the board first, pardon me. That base hit that knocked in the run for the White Sox against Lugo in the 6th inning. Royals then 1 in the 7th, 3 more in the 8th inning. White Sox have dropped 7 in a row. They've been swept in a series for the 13th time this season. Season high 47 games under 500. Royals, their 6th series sweep of the season. Bobby Witt had 3 hit games in the 3-game set against the White Sox. Interesting note for the Royals on this one. Did not have an extra base hit in the victory Sunday. Just the 3rd time this season in 100 games where they did not have an extra base hit. Rookie James Wood, 2-out, 3-run home run, bottom of the 8th inning. Nationals series sweep at home against the Reds, taking the finale 5-2. Washington, Nats have now won 5 of 6. Reds on the struggle bus. They've lost 4 in a row. Jake Irvin, 2 runs allowed, struck out 7. Over 7 innings of work for the Nationals. Took a no decision. Robert Garcia, scoreless 8th inning for the victory. Kyle Finnegan worked a 1-2-3 9th for his 28th save. And torn on Finnegan. I'd love to see him in a trade, go somewhere else, let the Washington Nationals continue to build. And I think, build for the future. But I think their future could be as early as next year. And, they're somewhat knocking on the door. But I'm torn on Finnegan. Trade him, get a load back, or keep him. He does still have 1 more year of control on his contract. Ellie De La Cruz did have a stolen base in the loss, his major league best, 48th on the year. Marlins 4-2 victory against the Mets Sunday in Miami. They've taken 2 of the first 3 games of that series, which closes out Monday night. Jazz Chisholm, 3-run home run in the 4th inning. That put the Marlins in front. Vidal Brujan, 3 hits. Jake Berger, 2nd home run of the series, 12th on the season for the Marlins. 4 Miami relievers combining for 4 1/3 scoreless innings. Tanner Scott, couple of strikeouts, worked a scoreless 9th inning. Scott, the save is 16th. And I have to think Scott's days are numbered with the Marlins, with the trade deadline a little over a week away. Do the Marlins get quality or quantity if they decide to move on and trade Tanner Scott? After dropping the first 2 games at Coors Field over the weekend, Giants won the finale 3-2 on Sunday against Colorado. Jorge Soler led off the game with a home run. Went 478 feet. Hayden Birdsong, new career high in strikeouts, 12 over 6 innings. Birdsong now 2-0 early on in his big league career. Tyler Fitzgerald also adding a home run for the Giants in the 3rd inning. Camilo Doval got the final 3 outs. He picked up the save, his 18th. Giants manager Bob Melvin ejected while at home plate exchanging lineup cards prior to first pitch. Melvin said postgame, "I just talk too much. Umpiring is a hard job, and that was not choreographed, and I just went too far." Bob Melvin, again, ejected from the game on Sunday before the first pitch. Took the lineup card out, got tossed again. His quote, "I just talk too much." Angels 5 runs late in the game. 5 runs in the 8th, 1 more in the 9th, en route to an 8-5 victory against the A's on Sunday after tying the game at 5-5. Angels, Kevin Pillar put the team in front, 2-run double. Mickey Moniak, home run, 6th of the season. That in the 5th inning off Joey Estes. For Oakland, Miguel Andujar, 3 hits. For the A's, including a home run, that in the 5th inning. Mike Trout getting closer to making his return for the Angels, scheduled to start a rehab assignment with AAA Salt Lake City on Monday. Brewers start out of the break. 2 wins in Minneapolis against the Twins. Brewers won in extras on Saturday, 1-8-7 on Sunday. That was a 2-game series. Remember, they had an extra day on the All-Star break, not playing on Friday. So the Brewers able to hold on for the victory. Twins got 2 in the 9th inning, but fall short. Eric Haas had a day for Milwaukee, 3 hits, 3 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Haas, home run in the 3rd, broke a 3-3 tie with an RBI single in the 5th inning. Homered again in the 9th, Jackson Chourio. Rhys Hoskins also homering as well in the win for Milwaukee. Hoskins' 2-run shot in the 8th inning. That broke a 5-5 tie, put the Brewers in front for good. Byron Buxton hit 2 solo home runs for the Twins in the loss. Brewers have won 3 in a row. Twins have dropped 3 straight and 5 of 7. That's a recap on day number 116 of the Major League Baseball regular season. Sugar's Random Thoughts brought to you by the Yellow Rose of Talbot Bed and Breakfast in Easton, Maryland. If you're considering a stay on the beautiful Maryland Eastern Shore this summer, this fall, or this winter, consider a stay at the Yellow Rose of Talbot B&B. Tell my sister Tammy, my brother-in-law Kenneth, that I sent you their way. The Arizona Diamondbacks right now, thank you Baseball Reference for this one. Diamondbacks lead the majors with 18 sacrifice bunts. The Atlanta Braves had 2 sack bunts through their first 95 games, doubled that total with 2 in a victory against the Cardinals on Saturday. Mentioned Elly De La Cruz, 48th stolen base of the season Sunday. That leads the majors. Hey, there was a time back late April, even into May, where I thought Elly De La Cruz was on his way to stealing 100 or more bases for the season. At this point, that's probably not going to happen. Again, that is a wrap on day number 116 of the Major League Baseball regular season. As Sarah Langs is fond of saying, baseball is the best. Right now, not up and running live on X, formerly known as Twitter. They've changed their rules. So follow us daily, even though we miss a day every once in a while. Our daily recap with the Lennox on Baseball recaps available live via YouTube, also available on our Facebook pages as well. And maybe we get up on the X again at some point in the future. But you can follow us. The podcast is available wherever you get your podcasts, on Spotify, and that is up and running as well. And again, on the Lennox on Baseball YouTube channel. Brian Holland, former Aberdeen Ironbird intern, occasionally takes us away, and he does it right now.
Stop talking during the anthem. Go watch Steve Lennox's new podcast because Steve is the man.